thought it was a good defensive effort by our guys for the full 40 minutes of the game. And I thought that defense created some easy offense for us. We had guys coming off the bench giving us some great productivity. I thought Landis Harris probably played one of his better games this year. Just seemed like he was just kind of played with the physicality that we got to have. But I like our defense. We had some days to work on our defense since the Northwest State game, and I saw some signs of us bringing some of those things we did in practice to the game. We took Utah Valley out of whatever they wanted to do, so that's a credit to our defense. Didn't shoot it well. Had open looks. Had a lot of balls just rim in and out. But it goes back to that old saying, you know, there are nights when you don't shoot it well. What are you going to carry? What's going to carry you? And I thought our defense carried us today.
Coach, playing Bobby and Moses together, any correlation to the fact that y'all going to Georgia the next game, a team that did pretty good against y'all on the boards last game?
I just wanted to see what they look like, you know, starting off. You know, they've been in games where they played together. I wanted to see what it looked like starting off. And I saw what I needed to see. And it just, you know, they play together and practice a lot. So they had some good minutes out there. Did some good things, did some not so good things. But they got some experience. Game time experience, that's valuable.
That was Moses' first start. How do you think he handled it?
I thought he was excited. He was nervous. You could tell that. But I thought the guys out there kind of helped him a long way. I thought Bobby, I thought Kai, you know, they made it a little easier for him. So he did good.
All things considered, how did you feel like this was as your final tune-up for SEC play?
Well, it's you know, we started off the season. You know, anytime you get a win, that's always the most important thing. But I saw defensively, and if you're going to be able to contend in the SEC, you got to be a good defensive team. You got to be able to dominate the glass when you get a chance to, and hopefully we're a much better rebounding team than we were last year.
You know, Utah Valley came in here your first year, and I think you guys won by 8. Their coach says you're look like a lot different team now. I mean, when you think back to that game 3 years ago, how far do you think you guys have come to?
Oh, we've come along, you know, but I think we got better players. That's the bottom line. We got better players, more guys that fit what we want to do. Our defense really took Utah Valley out of whatever they wanted to do. I mean, they came in with the mindset we want to take care of the basketball. But our defense really sped them up. I mean, that's probably the fastest you're going to see them play. And I thought then the wear and tear, the fatigue was a factor there going down the stretch. And we got a chance to play our man-to-man. We got a chance to play some zone. Got a chance to play a lot of different combinations. And Manuel Watkins continues to give us great minutes off the bench. And Ja'Cory, I thought that dunk that he got really energizes the whole building. I thought it really was a big key in the game. Just seemed like the whole gym woke up at that particular time.
Because Keaton Miles didn't play for reason.
Well, he hurt his knee. He hurt his knee in the game, the other game. I mean, in practice. I think it was in practice he hurt it. And shoot around today, I just saw him kind of favoring it a little bit. He practiced yesterday for the first time, so I just figured, you know what, let's get healthy before you get back out there.
Coach Hunsaker said you kind of called off the dogs. I mean, did you try and work on some things rather than running up the score?
Yeah, I thought that was important. Get some guys some playing time, getting Trey Thompson some playing time, Nick Babb, getting some of those guys that that hadn't got a whole lot of minutes, during the non-conference, and just let them get out there and get their little appetite wet. But we did work on some things. We worked on our man-to-man, like I said, our matchup defense. We had a big lineup out there, I think, with the 3 big guys. I think we had Trey and Moses and Bobby at the same time. And with that lineup, we should get some rebounds, right?
What do you remember about Georgia last year and the disappointment coming away with the loss and getting out rebounded by 20?
Well, Georgia is a very physical basketball team. I thought they took the fight to us in that particular game. We were leading that game, and I thought the second half particularly, we hung around and we had the lead, but they out-rebounded us by 20. And we got the ball in our hand to win in regulation. So that tells me that we've got to shore up some things from the standpoint of rebounding, the physicality of the game, especially on the road. We got, man, they got some great guards. They got the whole team back. So it's a tremendous challenge, but it's a great opportunity for us and to open up SEC play at their place. We split with them last year, but Mark Fox is doing a great job. They went on the road and won at Kansas State. So it's a team that's playing well. They're playing well. They play well at home.
You ready to see what your team's like? Yeah, it's been a while since you've been on the road. Just get back out there.
Hey, get us a chance to see if we learn some lessons. We had an opportunity to go out there 3 times this year. Came away disappointed in 2 of them. So now we get an opportunity to go out and again and hopefully have a better showing, much better showing. I think this non-conference schedule, hopefully we've had some lessons that we've learned, and that is the urgency that you got to go out and play with on the road. The possessions become big. You got to have 5th and 6th and 7th kind of efforts, those kind of efforts to have a chance to win on the road. And you got to take care of the basketball. We didn't take care of the basketball at Clemson, and it ended up with us, getting a loss.
With that, taking care of the basketball, you had to break in some young guards during non-conference play this year. How do you feel like those guys are ready come conference play?
I think, Anton, I think these guys have had a chance to play in some games, and they were in there when it counted. It's not like they were playing some meaningless minutes, some minutes that don't count. They were in there when it's crunch time, and those guys have made plays. I think they've earned the right to play. Beard, you got a guy like Beard. You got Jabril Durham. Manuel Watkins continues to add depth at the quality depth at our guard position. And of course, Nick Babb. We see the flashes of things that he can bring to the table, and he does it in practice every day. So he's not a guy I'm afraid of. I'm not afraid of him. I put him out there on the floor when it counts.
What kind of rebound team do you think you guys are right now?
I think I just want to be in the ballpark, and I think there are teams where we've like tonight we end up winning by 20 on the board, 25 on the boards. I think we're much better than we were last year. We're much improved. When our guards are rebounding, when you got Michael Qualls is rebounding, when you got Bobby, when you got Jacory, and right now what I'm seeing is our guards rebound. And that's big. I think it's big, especially in our defense. When our forwards are in position to try to block shots, our guards are getting rebounds now. Manuel Watkins, Jabril Durham, those guys got a nose for the ball. Anton Beard, he's always down there where the ball is, on the offensive board, defensive board. So I think when you got more guys that are willing to get in the paint, and it's something that we really stress, that we got to be a much better rebounding basketball team.
You have to change the way you approach the transition game with the way Georgia attacks the offensive glass?
No, we just got to have people in the paint. I think it's the game will dictate that. I think every game's they got good guards. When you got Man, you got Gaines. They got some good guards. So with that being said, we'll adapt as the game goes on.
Moses said in here that you guys gave him a gift last year. Talk about Georgia. And that, you want to get it back this year. Is that something you talk to the guys about?
Well, I just think, last year has nothing to do with this year. But I think if you look back on that game, if you're talking about a team out-rebound you by 20 and you lose in overtime, then let's say if you shore up those things, and we even played Georgia later on in the year. I think we played them here. We split with them last year. We know they're a very good basketball team.
Do you feel like you guys are about as ready as could be for conference play?
Ready or not, here we come.